Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Halo 3. Last time, Sergeant Johnson rescued the Master Chief, and then the Master Chief rescued Sergeant Johnson. And now, we're all back together again, ready to fight the Covenant.
Sorry for the tight squeeze. Tell the commander her ace is in the hole.
Check it out. No way. A Spartan?
For real. You better not be.
Oh man, he's here. We're gonna be
Where did you find him?
Napping. Out back.
I'll bet. It's good to see you, Chief.
Likewise, ma'am.
Let's get you up to speed. The Prophet of Truth's ships breached the lunar perimeter, smashed what was left of the home fleet. Terrestrial casualties from the subsequent bombardment were extreme. Truth could have landed anywhere, but he committed all his forces here, East Africa, the ruins of New Mombasa. Then they started digging.
What about Halo?
We stopped it, but only temporarily. Now the Prophet of Truth is looking for something called the Ark, where he'll be able to fire all the Halo rings. If he succeeds, humanity, the Covenant, every sentient being in the galaxy.
The rings will kill us all.
Ma'am, I have Lord Hood.
Patch him through.
Good news, Commander Keyes?
Good as it gets, sir.
So I see. What's your status, son?
Green, sir.
Glad to hear it. Commander's come up with a good plan, but without you, I wasn't sure we could pull it off.
Truth's ships are clustered above the excavation site, and his infantry has deployed anti-aircraft batteries around the perimeter. But if we neutralize one of the batteries, punch a hole in Truth's defenses...
I'll initiate a low-level strike. Hit him right where it hurts. I only have a handful of ships, Master Chief. It's a big risk, but I'm confident.
Hell, not again.
Emergency generators, now!
Shielding failed. They're down and charging.
As soon as they're up, re-establish contact with Lord Hood. Let him know...
All of you vermin, cowering in the dirt, thinking, what, I wonder, that you might escape the coming fire? No, your world will burn until its surface is but glass, and not even your demon will live to creep, blackened from its hole to mar the reflection of our passage, the culmination of our journey. For your destruction is the will of the gods, and I am their instrument.
Cocky bastard just loves to run his mouth.
Does he usually mention me?
Give the order, we're closing shop.
Ma'am,
We're about to get hit.
all personnel.
The wounded.
Fix code Alpha
We're getting
1,
all of them
prepare
out.
for immediate evacuation.
Have to carry him myself.
Ma'am, squad leaders are requesting a rally point. Where should they go?
To war.
It's not a location.
Such a dramatic line.
We just lost the perimeter.
Yeah.
Motion
They're down or we're
And
not
I find it
safe.
particularly funny because she's then scripted to just walk right back down to where she was before.
Oh, right. I have to actually leave. My bad.
Yeah.
Phantom's closing on our position.
Any birds less than 5 minutes out, bring them in. Tell everything else to scatter.
Aye, aye.
Lord Hood's a very powerful name.
Isn't it?
Pelicans are gonna take
It's extremely powerful.
We knew they'd find
It-
us eventually.
Star Wars vibes
Have a
there.
plan.
It does have
Yeah,
Star Wars
really.
vibes. I'm still a little weirded out that, like, their top title is Lord, you know?
Yeah.
Look,
Like
the
Grand
British
Admiral.
Empire still has some influence.
Yeah, Grand Admiral would still sound pretty Star Warsy, but, like, at least that sounds like a military rank?
Follow me, sir.
I don't know.
Perimeter's this way.
What's the top one in Space Force?
I have no idea.
Really?
Probably
I thought you'd be
Admiral.
all over that.
No.
Space War?
Base was built for
Are we talking the Netflix show or the real thing?
full of old tech.
I thought that was a documentary.
It was.
Get those turrets up. Watch your fields of fire.
So, one of the interesting things I found about this level when I was recording it is that there is so much dialogue, but only if you sort of take it slow. Which I probably haven't done since the game first came out.
Which I've never done in my life.
If you sort of rush straight to where you need to be, you miss most of this stuff.
I didn't realize there was another option.
Hangar Sergeant. Agreed, Master Chief. Get there.
Or jump around looking for skulls.
Yep. We already missed this level's skull.
I know. I think it's the only one I know.
That's fair.
Where is it?
Back in that first room, up on the ducting.
Oh, right.
Chief? Good. This channel is secure. My fire teams are spread thin. We can't hold out forever. I need that hangar clear for evac ASAP.
That is demon behavior, to jump around looking through crevices for skulls that nobody knows about.
I mean, when you put it like that, yeah. Yeah, it is. This level is... It's an interesting level. Despite what I sort of said in the last one, where they were able to make really big environments, this level is really cramped. Like, the whole thing takes place in this underground base.
It's very close to the multiplayer map.
It
Yes.
is Rat Race.
Yeah, the one based on this, yeah. But, like... Yeah, this whole level is like this interconnected underground base, and we sort of crisscross through it all the time. It's a neat one, but not very wide open. And also... Rats.
Rats.
Halo 3 rats.
Yeah, like this is the multiplayer level.
There is one with a very similar aesthetic. Yeah. But it doesn't actually exist anywhere in the single-player map.
Well, I mean, it's part of, like, I assume it's part of this base at some place.
Like,
Maybe
sort
one
of
we just don't go to?
Canonically?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. We're gonna see a lot of new equipment in this level. Like, almost every single remaining type. So this new one here is the deployable cover, which lets you throw down those Covenant shields that we've seen previously.
And that one's not in multiplayer, right? Or is that the one that stops vehicles?
That one does stop vehicles.
But is it in multiplayer? I don't remember it.
Part of the problem is that at some point during Halo 3's multiplayer, they actually, like, removed half the equipment from it because it was either unbalanced or nobody liked it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Probably because you didn't use any of that equipment.
Another new mechanic in Halo 3, we get to pull turrets off of their supports and run around with them.
Oh yeah, I remember how funny that was.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I thought that was earlier.
No,
they don't
First time?
overheat.
No, Halo 2 was the first time that you could actually use turrets, like mounted turrets. And in Halo 3 you can carry them around.
I see.
I always forget how goddamn high you can jump.
My deployable shields actually are blocking the Marines. They really have no idea how to deal with it.
Double time. The brutes are pressing hard.
Alright, before that I want to take a look outside because I think it's pretty cool. One of the other things that they did with the sort of the Xbox 360's hardware is there's a lot more stuff going on in the skybox, like those battles, air battles. We'll see those pretty often, actually.
Do those shields drop eventually, or would you have been stuck there for like hours, like
They
wondering
do
what to
time
do.
out eventually, I think.
I see.
But those ones do last longer than a lot of the other ones. I'm not entirely sure why.
Hey, you hear that? Yeah, and I don't like it.
Attention. Hostiles reported outside the barracks.
Some sort of fluttering.
Yeah.
Barracks are under attack.
It's not a very nice noise to have going through your ductwork. But this is sort of what I meant about the interconnected underground base. We're going right back to where we came from. So it's a lot of like reused environments. Oh dear.
Oh, these shits again.
Yeah. And another, I guess, benefit of the Xbox 360 hardware, the swarms can be bigger.
Benefit?
I guess it depends on your perspective.
Like, this is a very cool cave system.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it makes it sound bad when I say reused environments. It's actually really neat, because new pathways will open up, so even though you're going to the same places, like, it doesn't necessarily feel like it. I think it's pretty cool.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you had an efficient way to clear out a section of a cave to make it livable, then you'd probably just do that efficient way every time, so.
Yep.
I can logic my way into believing this is good.
That guy really annoyed me. It is cool to see the drones close up, though.
If I try to hook up a timer, it might go off all by itself.
Johnson. You might want to put that out. Chief, have a look. A little going-away gift for the Covenant. We've linked it to smaller charges throughout the base. Johnson, soon as the evacuation is complete, start the timer.
Understood.
Good luck, everyone. See you on the last Pelican out.
Follow me, Chief.
I see a medic or something.
That is a big bomb.
Tactical nuke.
I don't think it's nuclear. Although it could be, who knows?
Brutes have taken the barracks. Marines are trapped inside. Those apes ain't much for mercy, Chief. We both know what they do to prisoners. Get to the barracks. Save those men. Then escort them to the landing pad for evac.
I think that's the first time it's been acknowledged in the games, but there's another point that someone brought up in the thread. A bunch of the different Covenant races, especially the ones who have aligned with the Brutes, so like the Jackals and the Drones, do actually eat human prisoners.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, this is the first I'm learning about it, and I've been playing Halo what feels like my whole life. Flare.
So that's the flare. When I said that equipment was removed from multiplayer, that's the best example, because people like to troll with it.
Yeah. They were not your own
You
team.
can flare your own team, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
This one was in multiplayer.
Yeah, the grab lifts are very fun and very useful.
That was
Yeah,
another
you
one.
could-
Throwing in front of vehicles was fantastic.
Yeah. You could grav lift equipment too, so like
Right, you could put a bubble shield on top of it.
or I don't know if
Yeah.
you are okay with me spoiling an equipment.
Probably.
Okay. The mine.
The shield breaker thing.
That one,
EMP.
I don't know if you could. We'll see
Yeah, it
that
would go
shortly,
up.
but that one's not very static. Anyway.
It just rolled, so it would be, like, pushed up by the...
Yeah, but then it...
Like, it would launch it. It wouldn't just float
I see.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see basically all of those things shortly.
You have been called upon to serve.
So, there's Cortana again. That's going to be a thing we'll see throughout the game. I guess, affectionately known as Cortana Moments.
Better than gamer moments.
Well, they're a little weird because they slow the game down and you can't do anything. They're kind of frustrating after the first time.
The prophets use you like they use me. Reject their lies. Rebel, or all your hives will perish. Spartan, the brutes have taken your soldiers. As prisoners or meat for their bellies, I do not know. In case some yet live, let us be careful what we shoot.
Yeah, I
How
guess...
very reasonable.
There it is, the meat for their bellies.
Yep.
No! Please!
Look, it has soiled itself.
Save him, Frenzy, save him!
I don't know. Yeah, we'll save him.
Good man.
Wow.
This section's actually full of brutes abusing soldiers, and you can save all of them if you're quick, but it's difficult. This one here is the radar jammer. I have no idea why this is in single player, because you're the only person who uses radar.
Yeah, it kind of has... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just to prep you for multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's probably because they use it against you.
That's a fair point. For me, it's just kind of an indication that the equipment system was really designed for multiplayer first, which makes sense. But some of them just really don't make sense in a campaign context.
I mean, I can see it. Like, if they jam your radar here and you can't see if there's brutes up ahead holding a hostage.
Maybe.
I see you picked up grenades, too?
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a sec. We also picked up the energy drainer, which is the EMP thing that Cletus was talking about.
Yeah.
And that will drain shields or destroy the brute's powered armor. As Swordfish said, we also picked up a new grenade type. These are the brute grenades, spike grenades. And what they do is they act like the plasma grenades, except they fire out a whole bunch of spikes. And we'll get a good view of that right here.
Pretty brutal weapon.
Yeah. They're actually pretty cool, because they have kind of a cone effect. So you can throw it against a wall and it will kind of fire out spikes.
Let us move the survivors up
outward.
There is a lift outside.
So the effect is a little more directional, but it has a longer range than some of the other grenades.
I don't remember ever using it like the cone effectively or anything. Just wing them like every other grenade.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad way to do it.
Commander, we lost the op center. Brutes attacked in force. Couldn't hold them off. We're falling back to the hangar. But don't wait for us.
What should I do, ma'am? Hold position. I'm not leaving without him.
So I think I did a pretty good job saving Marines in that last section. There's a fair number of them here.
Yeah. Didn't quite make up for letting the first one die in episode 1. But you're getting there.
It was cinematic, alright? This is kind of a neat thing, because the more you save, the more help you get in this next section.
Shake them off, Lieutenant.
We get introduced to jump pack brutes, which are kind of the same as the jetpack elites.
Not the best weapon to fight.
No, really not.
When they land right in front of you, it makes it easy, but...
Trip mine, that's the one.
Yes, but we're not going to be using it in this level.
What?
Well, you weren't supposed to mention it, so I wasn't gonna
it
bring it up.
Okay. cut all this.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You can see why having help in this part is good, especially in harder difficulties. If you have to face all of those brutes on basically your own, it gets messy. Also, I had this happen to me a bunch of times, where the game doesn't seem to want to progress, and that's because there's a dude hiding up here.
With a jump pack?
Yeah.
Huh.
He just gets stuck up there for some reason.
That's funny.
Drones, go! I'll cover you.
No man left behind.
Exactly. Well, no named man left behind anyway. Oh, God.
That was implied.
Brutes, in the ops center. They disarmed the bomb. Sorry, Commander, there were too many. Even for me.
Chief, get back to the ops center. Kill those brutes. Rearm the bomb. I've got to get these men out of here. But I'll radio with another exit. Good luck.
This feels like a suicide mission.
A little bit, yeah. Before we move on, I just want to take a quick little field trip up there. I guess that's sort of the air traffic control area. You don't have to come up here. Like, there isn't exactly a reason to. I should have sped this little trip up. But if you do come up here, this place is stocked with weapons and ammo, and also some really rare equipment. Such as cloaking. Cloaking works just like active camo in previous games.
Do they still have active camo?
No, they got rid of it.
Overshield?
Nope. Halo 1 was the only one that had those.
Huh.
So
Halo
that's
2
why
had them.
No, it didn't. Sorry, not in single player. In multiplayer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
You will be the protectors of Earth and all her colonies.
Cortana Moments. A Como.
That's right. I think they were very cool the first time I played the game. Because they were very surprising, and it's just kind of like, what the hell is going on? But pretty much every time you replay the game, it's just like, oh my god, I get it. Like, let me run.
You feel just like Master Chief?
Yeah, maybe.
Who I'm sure is also frustrated that it's completely killing all his senses.
Yeah, right in the middle of battle, too.
Marking him as KIA is an interesting touch.
Yeah, I think that's just flavor, but...
Yeah.
It's something taking over his whole system, right?
Yeah, something weird's going on there. And I should point out, we never get a good explanation for it. Like, there is no good official explanation for what exactly is happening.
Because she's not in you.
No. She's...
It's actually just PST.
She's
PSTV.
gone. Well, no.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We have taken their command center.
Have you discovered how they plan to stop me?
As yet?
Find me what I need to know, or your place on the path is forfeit. Tell me you understand.
Yes, Holy One. It shall be done. Have the drones scour these machines.
Whoops.
You blew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another section where if you just rush into it, you miss an entire conversation. And it's an interesting conversation, too. I haven't really talked about the Brute's powered armor. It is different than, like, Spartan and Elite shields. I don't think it recharges, and once you break it, the armor actually falls off them. But that being said, the noob combo still works.
Fun.
Yeah.
That did it, Chief. Bomb's armed.
We got your exit. A service elevator in the hangar. Head downstairs, cut through the caves.
I really like this part of the level. It's extremely atmospheric.
Yeah, I'm just glad there's no timer. That shit always stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like, even when there's tons of time on the Maw or whatever.
Well, I feel like that's the problem with timers. Is if they're, like, too short, it's frustrating, and if there's too much time, it's kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah.
It's really hard to get the right time. This is definitely, I think, the better way to do it, is just let you have all the time you want, but make it seem very urgent. Yeah.
Yeah, really good music.
There will be a great deal of hardship on the road ahead.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's PTSD.
Thanks, Mom.
Better sign up for BetterHelp today, and you get a free month off using Frenzy's promo code.
The other very interesting thing about the Cortana moments is that they aren't her quotes, for lack of a better word. Those are not things that she said. She is quoting Dr. Halsey, who made the Spartans. And Cortana, for that matter.
And the AI, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You will become the best we can make you.
These last several are the things that was said to the Spartans when they were 6 years old about how they were going to become soldiers, and Cortana wasn't even around at that point. So they're very interesting, but I don't think there's ever been an official explanation for why, basically.
There isn't much time, Chief. Find that elevator.
My personal theory is that it's kind of a trust thing, like a tell me something that nobody else would know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah. Well, we also don't know what's going on with Cortana right now, so I mean,
right.
Who knows?
I mean, I would have assumed she could transmit to you somehow. Like, yeah.
I mean, I think she is.
Bomb's about to blow. Go, go, go!
This place will become your home. This place will become your tomb.
Okay. That's the end of the level.
Okay.
Halo 3 does something that Halo 2 did a little bit. Levels don't always have end cutscenes, or even start cutscenes, if they were intended to run sort of right into the next one. So that one does not have an ending cutscene. That's the end. And the next one won't have an intro cutscene, because you're intended...
Bit of a cliffhanger?
It is, yeah. I mean, it's a very dramatic sort of end point, so it makes sense.
I feel like it's not a nuke, because, yeah.
No,
or if
not.
it was like a very small one.
I'm thinking a, 21st century underground base probably wouldn't survive even a small nuke inside of it.
That's true. Yeah.
No, so probably not. But yeah, cool level. I saw it pointed out somewhere that every Halo game has a level where you defend a human installation from a Covenant invasion. So in the first game it's the Pillar of Autumn at the beginning, and in the second one it's Cairo Station at the beginning. And then this one is this, but it's not actually the first level of the game, it's the second. Which is... I'd never thought about before, but it's true.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense in a human versus alien at some point.
I mean, the truth is, if you're trying to come up with military engagements, a sort of invasion and defense is a pretty common one.
It's also that mentality is you defend, the underdog's defending first, and then you take the fight to them.
No, it's true, because the Covenant are the ones invading the humans, and the humans are,
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Kind of sets the tone.
Yeah,
that's a good way to think about it.
Master Chief going off.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to be it for this video, and next time we will pick up where that one left off and continue that fight. See you next time.